Hey y'all, so my hair is still wet. I just finished styling it probably like 20 minutes ago. I was talking about it on Facebook. I was like, last night I left up a message and I was like, I don't know why I'm in this, like, I don't give a F. I'm going to do what I want with my hair kind of deal. And then I put up another message that was like, well, I think I have some explaining to do. And everyone's like, oh my God, Elle, like, what did you do? I love being cryptic. Actually, it's one of my New Year's resolutions to stop being so cryptic, according to one of my friends, because he says I say things and then he asks me to explain. And then I'm like, I don't need to explain, whatever. But I wanted to get on. Okay, so what's wrong with my hair? Oh, wait, what's wrong with my hair? Okay, so what had happened was yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna dye my hair again because before I used a demi, it wasn't really lasting that long. You know, it didn't lighten my color or anything like that, so it didn't lift at all. And I was like, I really decided I was gonna dye my hair. Went to Walgreens, bought dye, came back and dyed my hair. Um, so I got the what did I get? Oh, I got the Clairol Textures and Tones because it does not have ammonia, and I figured out that when I dye my hair, it's the ammonia that really, like, my hair doesn't turn out well, and it makes my hair really dry. So every time I've used dye that didn't have ammonia, it felt fine after I was done. So I decided to get that, and I got Honey Blonde because, like I said previously before, that's redundant, that's stupid. Anyway, so I would dye my hair like a dark blonde, and then obviously my color would not lift that much. So it would make it like a light to medium brown, and that was like the color that I wanted. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna dye my hair, and it's gonna probably make it light brown. So I go home, and okay, so here's the kicker. I actually did a strand test. I've never done a strand test before. Usually I just throw dye in my hair and like have at it. But I was like, okay, this color's pretty light. I want to make sure it doesn't actually make my whole hair strand that light and lift this much. So I'm gonna do a strand test. So I did a strand test, and my hair was fine. My strand, I don't know if you can see it, but this was the one I did the strand test on, and I thought it turned out pretty because it was like light, but it's like light brown. It's not like super blonde. So I'm like, okay, cool beans. I got this. Hey. So I decided to dye my hair. Then I figured out. Remember, Nene? I don't know if it's Nene or Nene, but someone said on my last dye video, she was like, my hair is lighter at the roots. And I was like, that's never happened to me before. And I'm like, oh, okay, knock on wood, because that's exactly what happened to me. Huh. So I have these really blonde roots, like here and here. And then the rest of my hair, uh, the dye didn't really take. So it looks really funny, I'm going to say. I think I kind of look like a cheetah, and it didn't even take at all my roots. And I used 2 boxes of dye because I was trying to make sure I spread it out evenly. But it's like it didn't even dye it in some parts, like some parts of my hair, like even at the roots, you can just see that there's like no dye there whatsoever. So, anyways, so I called my girl Wit, and she colors her hair. So, and she's like really good at it. She goes to Sally and she gets like the professional with the developer and the color, and she mixes them herself and does all that. And first of all, she always tells me, she's like, Elle, stop using box color. And I'm like, why? I don't know. I don't understand. So first of all, she laughed at me slash like yelled at me for using box color. And then she told me to go get this product called, it's like Color Professional protein filler in warm brown. So she said that that would darken my roots back to brown and blend my color better, because she told me not to dye my hair again. And at first, I really wanted to dye my hair again because I've done it before. I've done like one time when I had a relaxer, I dyed my hair, hated the color it came out. It was like a Clairol Natural Instincts color. Then I used a color remover the next day, and then I dyed my hair again like the day after that. So, and my hair didn't fall out. So I was gonna do that, or I was just gonna call the salon and have them do it. And she was just like, no. She was like, you need to not color your hair for at least 2 weeks. So get this protein filler and put that on your hair, and it'll even it up. So I put it on my hair. Like I said, I use it on damp hair, and yeah, I didn't do anything. First, it said leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, right? So I leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, and it still looked like this when I washed it out. And I was like, psych, boo-boo. So then I put it on again, and I mainly just focused on this part because this is where like my part is, and that's where it's most noticeable. And because it's like in the back too, but you can't even see because my hair is so thick, it just covers it. Thick hair. So anyway, so then I put it on again, left it on for like an hour, then rinsed it, and it is still this color. So obviously it's not trying to work with me. So you know what? I'm just gonna take the L on this one. I'm laughing. It's okay because as long as my hair is like not falling out in clumps, like I'm like whatever. And my hair actually feels great because after I dyed it, I did a protein treatment with Repair Me. Then I did an overnight deep conditioning with my Organicals deep conditioning cream. That's the one I have the big 7-pound tub of, and I love it. And my hair actually feels really soft and really nice, and it doesn't seem to be drying out. And remember, my hair is coarse and low porosity, so it will take a little bit more to jack up my hair because color already is really hard to get in my hair. So, but yeah, but then she was like, okay, well, you don't want to take it too far, then color it again, and then next time it may not feel so good. So I will take the L and wear my hair like this, looking like a cheetah or whatever, for a week or two, or at least a couple of weeks. And then I think I'm just gonna go to a colorist and have them fix it because I don't trust myself anymore. But yeah, so tale of caution. It can happen. As long as your hair isn't falling out though, don't be too sad about it. It's just hair. Okay, love you guys.